Hello, I'm Sarah Kilner, the Assistant Principal for Transition at Wodonga Middle Years College, and I oversee the transition of all grade 6 students into Year 7 at both our Timber and Huon campus. So I'd like to welcome you to watching this package and getting some information in lieu of our Wodonga Middle Years on show not being available to be run. So I wanted to run through with you some communication that we will put out in the coming weeks and the process for that. Then I would like to talk to you about how you can access hard copies of information for your children, and then the process of selecting a school and some other information evenings that we'll have at the end of the year. So initially, our communication channels, we would really encourage you to get on our Facebook page and like the Wodonga Middle Years Facebook page and keep up to date, because that's where our social media team will put out all the information for 6 into 7 transition. Together with that, it'll be placed on our website, and we link really closely with all our feeder schools from within Wodonga and the outer-lying primary schools. We have key contacts there, and they will be given all that same information, and they are really good at putting that on in their newsletter and on their websites and their social media. So now's a time to make sure that you're keeping up to date with all that information so you don't miss anything. You're more than welcome to contact me at Middle Years College. You can ring either front offices and they'll put you through, or you can send me an email, and at the end of this package we'll have some contact information for that. Currently we're getting our information booklets out to the feeder primary schools, so all our Wodonga primary schools and outer-lying primary schools will get a copy for each grade 6 student. Will be given a hard copy of our Wodonga Middle Years information booklet. That will go home, and we encourage you to look through that booklet with your child and have a discussion about which secondary college you're going to select. If your child is away or doesn't get one or doesn't attend those primary schools, we will have those copies that can be picked up from the front office at Huon or Timber campus as well. You'll get your information booklet, and then you will be thinking about tours that you might have missed out on, or having a look at the Huon campus or the Timber campus. Now we're putting together a online booking system, and we're crossing our fingers that next term we'll be able to run some group tours. So in that media package and on our social media will come out a booking code for you to book tours at both campuses or one campus, and they'll be run on a Thursday and a Wednesday afternoon, both after school time and later in the evening, so you can find a time that suits you. There'll be about 20 slots, so we're hoping we can cover all families. If that doesn't suit you for whatever reason, as I said before, contact myself and we can book an individual tour. If you would also like to sit down with any of the leadership team or our house leaders, or get to know some of those people in those responsibility roles, we'd encourage you to contact us and reach out to have that conversation so we can get to know you and your child and help you through the transition process. At Wodonga Middle Years College we have an academic advancement program which Steve Foraker will talk more about. What I wanted to allude to is the information sessions that families will be required to attend. Those sessions will happen in term 2, and we will put out those specific key dates. But what we wanted to give our community confidence in is that we have set up, we're available to do that via webinar. So our families can be confident that if they can't attend that for whatever reason, due to what's happening at the minute, we'll still run that session live as a webinar and record it, so you can be at home watching it, or you can access it online otherwise, so no one will be disadvantaged through that process. The process now for families is to start thinking about and selecting if Wodonga Middle Years College is for you, and I encourage you to come and see what we do, talk to our students and talk to our staff, and I really feel like that warm family community that we have at Middle Years, and where each child is looked after and given an individual program and gains great success out of that. I feel like that will come through, and families will see that Wodonga Middle Years College is the best choice for education in Wodonga. So The process from there is you selecting which campus, and at the minute we're going to stick to our neighbouring school agreement, and families will select the campus that they live closest to. So depending on what side of Wodonga you live on will determine what campus you go to. And I'm more than happy to have a discussion about that if families have concerns with where siblings went or where their next child needs to go doesn't align with their closest campus. But as a rule, we will be sticking to that neighbouring school agreement this year. So from here, families will receive home via their primary school a Year 7 placement for secondary school, and that's in the form of a hard copy letter from the department, and all primary schools hand that out to their grade 6 students early term 2, and that is required to be handed in by the 15th of May. So on that form you select what school you want to go to and which campus. We really stress that you need to write which campus. Don't leave that blank. Pick a school and pick a campus, and then once we have received the confirmation of placement from the primary schools, we will begin contacting families early term 3 to start that transition and programming for 2021.